Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Port Washington Vikings' first playoff game of the season. We have the Port Washington Vikings taking on the Syosset Braves, their first home playoff game in history since they have formed Conference One in Nassau County tonight. We're gonna expect a great game tonight. I'm Joan Rosenberg, joined by Luke Zimbardi.
I'm Luke Zimbardi. Today we are going to watch Port Washington Vikings take on Syosset in their first playoff game.
Yeah, an exciting game here today. Port Washington has never been home in a long time. Has never been home ever, actually. We are just minutes away from kickoff, and it's going to be a very exciting one. So stay tuned. All right, welcome to game time. We are just 2 minutes and 45 seconds away. Here come the Port Washington Vikings, led out of the tunnel by Dylan Buckley holding that American flag. I hope you guys are ready for this playoff game. We've been waiting a while for this, many years actually. I believe since the early '80s, this division formed in Nassau County, and now the Washington Vikings have their first home playoff game in their history. So it's a very exciting night tonight. How are we feeling, Luke?
Feeling good. Energy's high here. Fans are filling the seats in Port Washington to watch their Vikings play their first home playoff game.
Yeah, most definitely. We're just minutes from kickoff now. Just gonna bring up a couple names to look out for. On the Port Washington side, look out for number 14, Dylan Buckley. He's been off all season, of course. Been up there leading the island in interceptions. And Levi Felix, of course, all-star wide receiver for Port Washington. And, of course, quarterback Harry Einen, the junior, has been putting on shows day in and day out. And on the Syosset side, you have starting quarterback Ethan Dees the senior. He's been looking really good all year, and we're expecting a great performance from him. And quarterback Charles Wang, also a great player, very strong, intimidating player. So Dylan Buckley really needs to watch out on his routes there if he wants to get some completions, or else it could look very scary for him. So we are just 45 seconds away now from game time. Coming up is the national anthem, so please stay tuned.
All right, fans, we ask that you rise and move your hats if you can. We have our national anthem being performed by three Schreiber students. Matisse, Bruno, and Quinn, we ask that you please rise for the national anthem.
All right, it is game time here at the pit of Whitney Field. I'm Jonah Rosenberg, joined by Luke Zimbardi. We're looking for a great game tonight for Washington's first home playoff game in the history of this conference. Look out for stars Levi Felix and Harry Annen to really make a statement during this game for Port Washington. What else can we expect tonight at Port Washington, Luke?
A good game from Port Washington. Harry Ainen is going to have a strong game at quarterback, I think, against the tough Syosset defense. The Vikings are going to have to work, but if they play well, they could win this game.
Yeah, the Vikings locked in up the 4 seed, I believe, or it was either the 4 or 3, my apologies, to get this home playoff game versus, I believe, the 6 or 7 seed Syosset Braves. So here come out the captains here for Port Washington, the captains for Syosset for the coin toss. Thank you for joining us who are just tuning in. We are just short of game time. It's about to happen. I hope you guys are ready. All right, so the Syosset Braves will be kicking off the ball to Port Washington's offense, going towards the scoreboard right side of the field. So it's going to be an exciting matchup tonight as this very, very effective and exciting Port offense is going to get onto the field first here. We're really excited here for this game. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
And we are underway of this first playoff game for Port Washington. Crowd's excited, stomping their feet. I hope you're excited as I am, Luke.
I am, John, and stands are going crazy right now as the kickoff to Port Washington, who will start on offense first and hope to make a loud start to the playoff game.
Yeah, and kick is up here in the hands of Jimmy Gannon, trying to look out and gets pulled down after a gain of about 2 yards. So now the Port Washington offense is coming out onto the field. Look out for all-star running back Joe Fox, all-star quarterback Harry Einen, of course Levi Felix, the wide receiver, and don't forget wide receiver Jimmy Gannon, the senior. He's been making some great plays all season. Been one of the stars for this Port Washington team all year. And the Syosset defense is coming out to match them, hopefully to make some stops here in the first drive of this game. So here we go. Port Washington coming on the field, getting ready for their first offensive snap. So we are just moments away from the first offensive possession of this game as quarterback Harry Einen gets set up and Levi Felix out on the end there.
Yeah, Harry looking to start this first drive off well.
He definitely is. So here we go. The Port Washington offense getting set up here for their first offensive snap. Here we go with junior quarterback Harry Einen. He's been great all year so far, and let's see what he can do here. So here we go. He's going to look through the air. He's going to scramble. Looking deep, going through the defenders, jukes him through, goes down to the 40, pulled down at the 45. A gain of about 8 there, almost a first down there from the scramble from Harry Einen. Great there on the look. He was trying to get it through the air, but found the pocket and just went right through. Looking good there. It's going to be second down 2 almost.
A good change of direction by Harry to get the defense going, pulling them towards the Port sideline, then running towards the middle of the field for a big gain on first down.
A fake to Fox. It's Gannon now. Defender pulled down. He's at the 50. Not the 50, at the 45, excuse me. No gain there. He gets pulled down. Going to be third down. So, good progression so far from Port Washington. They are looking to make their way down a little farther and hopefully keep this possession alive.
Good look by Harry on second down. A good play defensively by Syosset to stop Gannon before a gain.
Interesting that they looked through the air for the first 2 touchdowns, or for the first 2 passes of this game. But Syosset's pass rush is known for being pretty stingy as well, so you could always look out for that. So here we go. It's third down. Fake to Fox. It's Acelta down to the 50. That's a first down for Port Washington. So yeah, Dylan Acelta putting the Vikings, getting the Vikings down the field slowly here. It's gonna be first down for Port Washington. They're gonna move the sticks. Looking good so far in this first offensive possession for the Vikings.
Yeah, big first down for the Vikings early on. It'll get them past midfield.
The fake to Fox. He scrambles, hunting down by the defense. He gets through the pocket, and he's pulled down. Ball is loose, and it's a turnover. Ref says turnover. So Syosset will get the ball here off of a... Or is it? It looked like he pointed that out. I guess not. One official called it a fumble. The other 2 say no. The other 2 say second down. So it's gonna be second down here.
A loss for the Vikings on first down. Now they are
that
backed up behind
very
midfield.
Dangerous for them.
Yes.
So Einen down the snap count. Not gonna give to Fox yet. He scrambles through down to the 50. Open grass for him. 45. Gets the defender to the 40 and the 30. Gets pushed out of bounds. An incredible game there on the scramble for quarterback Harry Einen, making his way down on the ground, doing a great job there. Looking through the air for most plays here. As Port is already in enemy territory. Syosset, watch out. They're coming downfield.
Big second and long run by Harry. The Vikings will have way better field position now.
Yeah, haven't been on the ground so far in this game. Only looked through the air. So Gannon in play action. The give to Gannon. down to the 30, gets around the defender, pulled down at about the 25. So that was a good pickup there. Going to be second and a few here.
Good first down. Good play on first down by the Vikings.
Yeah, Michael Selta coming out for Jonah Nadbury now. Or a little bit of confusion on the substitution. Jimmy Galen coming out for Michael Selta. Looking to maybe make some explosive plays on the ground. Sorry, great carry there on that play. It leads Port Washington to a first down. Great effort there by the Vikings. Here, they're in enemy territory here on this first offensive drive. So Syosset better watch out if they don't want Port Washington to start to pull away early in this game.
Big momentum booster if the Vikings can get into the end zone here on their first drive.
Yeah, just about 9 minutes, 30 to play. Score is 0-0 still.
Yep.
So here we go. Einen looking through the air. Overthrow. No, it's caught! Teddy Behan, touchdown, Port Washington. What an incredible look by Einen. He found Behan right off the fake.
A good throw by the Vikings junior, Harry Einen. For the first touchdown of the game, Vikings lead 6-0.
Wow, Teddy Behan, 6', 150, wide receiver junior. Number 4 puts the Vikings up 6-0 already. Levi Felix hyped on the sidelines. And the crowd is going wild here. So now we have extra point attempt here by kicker Sam Adler, who is finally back after missing a few games for the soccer season, which ended shortly, sadly. But he's getting ready for his kick now. Kick is up. And good. An extra point for Port Washington. 7-0 early on the first offensive drive. Looking good for the Vikings. So now they're going to kick off to the Syosset offense and see what they can make of that. Port Washington looking to make some stops. Let's see what they can do. So here comes the Port Washington kicking unit here to return. And the Syosset kick return here. This will happen shortly. So Port Washington already up 7-0 here out of their first offensive play. Just a little bit over 9 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Port Washington getting on the board early. Let's see if they can make some stops here on defense.
Good momentum to start the game for Port Washington, as they will get their first defensive drive in now.
They're definitely Teddy Behan getting his reps in with a touchdown pass from Harry Einen. What an incredible kick there. That was had some great distance, and it's actually going to go back for a touchback. A flag on the play, though. So we'll see what that's about. But anyways, great momentum going in early. Teddy Behan, not known for catching too many touchdowns this year, but has started out real hot. Expecting a lot of him from the playoffs, expecting a lot of guys to step up in the playoffs, obviously. Crowd's really excited. Band's playing loud. We're just 9 minutes in and getting ready for Syosset's first offensive possession. Yeah, watch out for the Syosset offense coming out here with senior quarterback Ethan Dizon here, looking for their first score here and see if they can match up for Vikings. So in play action here, he gives to the back. He gets through, pulled down to the 40-yard line, it looks like. So Dylan Buckley with a great tackle there. Not much of a gain. Just 9 minutes left now in this first quarter of play.
A good run to the outside by the Syosset Braves offense to start off their game offensively.
Yeah, obviously great. A tackle by Dylan Buckley there. A great two-way player on this team. Playing great defense, and of course, leading the island in interceptions. He's been doing great on defense here. So the fake give to the back again. He gets pulled down. No, not much of a gain there at all. So that's going to set up third down here.
Strong run defense by Port Washington, and now it will be a third down for Syosset.
Senior Mike Assalta, the wide receiver and defensive back, making that tackle here on defense, playing really great. Expecting a lot more from him in this playoffs if they are able to continue on their way. So just a conversation here, a little communication with their head coach. And here's Adizon getting ready for this next offensive snap. So here we go. Plays flipped, play action here. Corner's back up. He's looking. It's a QB sneak. He pulls through. Gets pulled down by Port Washington. Number 52, James McCormack, making the play there and bringing him down quick.
A designed run.
So here we go. Syosset getting ready for their first snap. Looking for a play call here. Oh, and the punt. My bad. Sorry, it was fourth down. I'm sorry. So it's going to roll all the way to the 10-yard line. A great punt there by Syosset. And they're going to cover it for Port Washington's offense. It's going to come back out now. So great stop there by Port Washington. My apologies. It was fourth down. They did have to punt. Sorry. But the Port Washington offense is going to come back out on the field here. The second offensive drive, this might be a little scary for the Syosset Braves as Port Washington can be pulling away even farther and get on the board again. So they really got to make a stop here if they don't want to get scored on again.
A good 3-and-out by the Vikings defense. They now start backed up, but after a good first drive, they look to have a second good drive.
Yeah, and that clutch tackle by James McCormack brought everyone down. So, yeah, Port Washington getting ready to come back out here onto the field. Their defense, or their offense here for their second possession with the ball. They're at their own 10, so not great field position to start, but we've seen them get through even bigger slumps, even back into the end zone in some games. So here we go. Einen setting up here for the offensive snap. Fox in play action. The give to Fox. He's brought down, but not trying to pick up of just 5 there, so good pickup for Fox. And it will be second down and a few.
Good first down run called by the Vikings. Now they have a second down.
Yeah, Vikings up early here. Syosset looking to stop them before they can get away even farther. Einen's going to set up now. Gannon in play action. The give to Joe Fox. No gain there. Swallowed up by a sea of white shirts there. Good stop there by Syosset. Trying to get Port Washington slow down Port Washington. It is third down. Talk about it.
See if the Vikings can convert on third down. A big conversion if they can pick it up.
Yeah, look out for Jimmy Gannon here in the receiver slot right now to make a big play. He's lined up on the outside. Celta looked like flag on the play there. Looked like Syosset had an encroachment call. It's going to move up the Vikings. So silly mistake there by Syosset. It's going to bring him first down.
Yeah, very good for Port Washington now. They have a first down drive.
So silly mistakes here by Syosset. It's going to move up court a little bit farther now. And instead of a first down, not what you want to see by a team who almost got a full stop on the Vikings here. So here we go. The fake. Pass is tipped. And it falls down. Incomplete.
Tipped at the line of scrimmage. Ball went up in the air. Lucky for Port Washington that the ball didn't get intercepted.
Yeah, almost an interception there off the tip to the Syosset lineman. So good job on them for keeping it safe. And pass is now incomplete. It's going to set up second down. So here we go. Harry Eyman getting ready to set up second down. Gannon in play action. Give to Gannon the fake. Down to the 25. He's brought down. So third down and about 5 now for Port Washington. So good effort there by Jimmy Gannon to make his way downfield and get close to the sticks.
Good change of direction by Jimmy Gannon, who then lowers his head and drives forward for a couple more yards.
Yeah, he's got a good build there to get through some defenders. He had that great juke earlier on the first drive. So here we go. Harry Heineken once again. He's going to look through the air. Looking for Gannon, but Hughes' shirt was getting pulled. The Vikings say it's a penalty. Officials didn't see it. Looked like a holding call, though.
Yeah, Einen having to retreat after the pressure was coming in on him, and now the Vikings will punt.
Yeah, Vikings upset there with no call there, so here come out the kicking unit.
So with 5 minutes left, Syosset will get the ball for their second offensive drive. Looking to get something started here.
Yeah, good stop by the Braves here to get the ball in the hands of their offense. Oh, and the pass, and the kick is tipped. And it's recovered by Syosset, but not until they get into their own end zone. So the punt is blocked by Syosset. So good job on them. So that's a touchdown for Syosset. So they're just down 1 now, 6-7.
Bad snap by the Vikings will lead to the block punt. Return for a touchdown by Syosset, who now levels out the momentum of this game.
Sorry for the no enthusiasm on that call there. I was caught off guard by the punt. Usually those things go where they're supposed to, but made a little mistake there, and Syosset's about to tie this game up. 4:50 remaining in this first quarter play. Kick is up and good. So the game is going to be tied now, 7-7. So Port making a silly mistake there, getting their kick blocked by Syosset. So great effort there on the punt return. Great stoppage. Great awareness there by Syosset to get the ball, get that tip ball into the end zone.
So now a tied game going into the later minutes of the first half. First half.
Yeah, just about a little less than 5 minutes remaining. So Port's offense is going to come back out once again. We just saw them, but they're back at it once again here, and they're going to try and make a stop, try to make their way down, hopefully pull away more. If you're just tuning in here, we got 4:53 to play in this first quarter. Tied up 7-7. I'm Joe Rosenberg with Luke Zimbardi, and Syosset's going to kick off here to Port Washington after they blocked Port Washington's punt on 4th down. So big mistake there by Port Washington. Kick it up back into the hands. It's dropped there by number 81, Maximus McElhone. He was not ready for that. I guess too much pressure on him. Drops the ball. So the Port Vikings are going to be starting on their own 30. No advancement there.
Port does recover on the dropped kickoff, and they will now take the field for their third offensive drive of the game after getting the block punt return for a touchdown last drive.
Yeah, just a little bit behind where they started in their first offensive possession, which they did score a touchdown on. So we can expect good things still from Port Washington with less ideal field position. So 1st and 10 here. Vikings going to come out onto the field here for their third offensive possession, back-to-back, basically. So junior quarterback Harry Einen getting ready with his receivers.
Yeah, Viking special teams not performing early on. They look to redeem themselves, hopefully in the form of a PAT attempt after a touchdown.
Here's Einen, no one behind him. He's scrambling, looking to throw. He throws it out of bounds before he gets pulled down. So good on him to throw it away before he can lose any yards there.
Yeah, good Syosset pressure on 1st down forces Einen to run to the outside, out of the pocket, and throw out of bounds.
Yeah, so that turns up to a 2nd and long here. Not ideal for Port Washington, but they can make it up here.
Yeah, Port trying to gain momentum back early on in the first quarter.
So here we go. Fox going to set up right next to Ariane in here, and Levi Felix set up on the end here. So watch out, some play action. Behan looking through, pulled down though, but after a gain of about 4. So Teddy Behan, the junior, made some decent yards up on foot here. Won their first few times they went on the ground. They haven't done it too many times this game.
Yeah, Vikings look to convert on 3rd down. The crowd has not lost any energy here.
Yeah, people are still very excited here. We got Student Hill here, very pumped, covered in face paint. Assault and play action. Einen looking to throw. Felix hold down at about the 40, but that's going to be a 1st down for Port Washington.
Good throw to the sideline by Harry, and that'll be a Port Washington 1st down. A good reception by Felix.
Just 4 minutes remaining. Clock is running in this game as Port Washington's getting set up here. Again, junior wide receiver Levi Felix set up on the end here. Known for making some great plays when he's set up there. So here we go. Fox behind him. The give. Joe Fox. No gain there. He's pulled down early.
Fox hit hard at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and we will see what the Vikings will do here on 2nd down.
So yeah, here we go. 2nd down and long here for Port Washington. See if they can make it up and pull away from this tied game here. Just 3:20 to play.
That tied game early on. Port Washington crowd making some noise. They're looking on 2nd down to convert and get maybe past midfield there at the 40-yard line.
So here we go. Einen looking to throw. He's going deep, looking for Gannon. It's caught 1st down to the 40, pushed out of bounds at about the 45 here. So good effort there by Einen to Gannon. Look good on that find there.
Yeah, that's the big
1st down, 3 minutes remaining.
That's the big play this crowd and Viking sideline needed. A good confidence builder for Harry Einen, and a good throw to Jimmy on the outside, Jimmy Gannon.
So we're looking good here now as they have a fresh set of downs here, get into enemy territory very slowly.
They have fresh set of downs and past midfield for a 1st down.
So here we go. Einen looking to throw once again. He's going deep, looking for Felix. Overthrown, and he got very armed up by the defender there. So he's looking for a call. A little frustrated that he got pressured there. A lot of hands on him, but no call there. Seemed fair. 2nd and long.
Yeah, a lot of contact on that deep ball. No call by the refs. And we will have a 2nd down about the 35-yard line.
So here we go. Fox set up behind. He scrambles down to the 35. Hold down at about the 32 there. So great scramble by Einen there. A good pickup there. Going to set 3rd and a few.
A good 2nd down run by Einen to absorb the 1st hit and then push forward for about an extra yard or 2 on the 2nd hit.
Third down and 5. From the
Third and 5 from Port Washington. We'll see if they can convert here. They are in Syosset territory. They're at about the 30-yard line.
So, a little conversation here with offense coordinator or Coach Quagassi here. So here we go. Fox set up behind Ian here. 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter play. He gives it to Fox. He gets through down to the 20. Hold down at about the 15. So that's a first down for Washington.
Yeah, it looks like Syosset wasn't ready for it. A big play on third down to convert and get into the red zone here for Washington offense looking to score. It is a first down.
Good effort there by Fox. He found the open pocket and it was green grass for him all the way. Minute 30 now remaining. So Einen gets it up once again. Fox behind him. So he's looking to throw. Going. It's caught by Celta. But he's out of bounds, so catch is no good.
Good grab by Celta on the sideline, but the refs say his feet were out of bounds, and we will have a second down play.
Not the end of the world. They just got to make this up here. A little bit over a minute 20 here to play.
A good job by Onion to get out of the pocket and throw the ball outside to a Celta. Incomplete. We have second down.
Fort Washington trying to pull away in their first ever home playoff game. This is very exciting atmosphere. See what they can do on second down.
Fort ready on the line.
Fake the give to Fox. Pulled down. Not much of a gain for Fox, but it was a little bit.
Yeah, Syosset ready for the run this time, unlike the previous run where the Vikings got the benefit of the play. This time, a 3-yard gain by Fox and the Vikings, and it will set them up with the third down. Let's see if they can convert here for the second time in a row.
Looks like they're going to go for a field goal attempt, it seems, as quarterback Harry Einen steps off field.
3rd and 7 for the Vikings.
Third down.
It will be 3rd and 7. As the clock winds down, they just have Jimmy Cannon in at quarterback here. He's going to run. He loves these. Going down to the 15-10. The 5 sheds defender. Flag on the play. It's not a touchdown, but good on the switch there, putting Gannon in.
An interesting play by Port Washington worked out for them. Gannon starting at quarterback on that play. He runs to the outside and gets a big gain on third down.
If you might know, Gannon actually played quarterback in middle school at Weber. So he's known for making some big plays, and he's obviously incredible on the ground, having multiple touchdowns this year. Handed off to him by Einen. So good effort there. He's now it's going to be 1st and goal with about 27 seconds remaining.
Yeah, time running out on this first quarter. The Vikings looking to score to end it and get even more momentum at their home field.
Yeah, just 27 remaining before this first quarter is This first quarter is over. Vikings home crowd is pumped right now. We're getting ready for a possible score here to pull away against this Ravens defense.
Einen stays on the field with the clock running out. Third down, 3rd and short. Let's see if they can convert and maybe even get a touchdown.
A little bit of a discussion between the officials. Pause play for a sec. Or just reevaluating the play. The call is finalized. It's going to be 1st down.
Ball will be spotted.
Let's see what Port can do here to end this first quarter.
So, 1st and 10 and one more, and then there's that end zone. That's what we're looking for here with 27 remaining. Harry Einen getting ready to make something happen here with just 27 seconds remaining.
No, it's
Sorry, Harry Einen is stepping off for this play as he did the last one. Looks like Joe Fox is coming in at quarterback. Interesting. So Joe Fox is going to take the offensive snap. He's going to run it. Pushing through.
Cuts inside.
Push down and pull down about the 10. So, second and a few for the Vikings here. Clock is winding down, 10 remaining, so they're just going to let it run out here and start the second quarter on the other side.
Tie game going into the second quarter. Let's see what the Vikings can do.
Yeah, good effort by Port Washington here. Game's 7-7 right now. Syosset making plays to get on the board as well. This game is tied. We'll be right back for the second quarter. That's a touchdown. Quarterback Harry Einen runs it in for a touchdown of his own. They run over to Student Hill, which is packed. They are hyped today as Port Washington pulls away even farther at 6 to their score. Sorry for the technical difficulties. All good here. So good job there by junior quarterback Harry Einen getting pulling away at 6. Port Washington score. They're looking to kick to make it 7. Great job there on that play to find that open pocket for Einen and get all the way through. So good work for him. Put the Vikings up 13-7.
Yeah, big second quarter touchdown to start off the quarter by the Vikings. So they gained a lot of momentum back. They now lead 13-7, and the PAT is coming.
So here we go. The kick is up and good. So that puts them up by 7. Good job there on the kick, number 48, Sam Adler. Making them kicks there that we really need. So Vikings up 7 now, 14-7. So this is a real game here. Very explosive here by Washington. 2 touchdowns very early, just the start of the second quarter here. So good on there by junior quarterback Harry Einen to pull away once again.
Yeah, Vikings take the lead. Now they look to play some good defense and try and get the ball again.
Syosset's offense going to come back out now, led by senior quarterback Ethan Dizon, so watch out for them. Port's going to kick it off from now to the Braves. So they can make that. Home crowd is high, stomping their feet. Real loud. Band's playing loud as well.
After kickoff for the Vikings.
So here we go. Kick is going to be set up now. Of course, by Sam Adler, who delivered those 2 extra points earlier in this game.
Yeah, Adler looking to make the Braves start in bad field position. Let's see where his kick goes.
Crowd's getting a hype, singing war chants. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Already touchdown in for Port Washington. So here we go. Adler up. Kick is a little short there, and he's just going to call it. He's going to call the stoppage there. So great field position here for Syosset as they start on their own 34-yard line and get ready for their next offensive possession here, first of the second quarter.
Let's see what the Vikings defense can do here to start the second quarter. They've been strong so far, only giving up 1 touchdown so far.
from their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, first and 10. First and 10 from their own 33. Syosset getting ready to make some plays. Port Washington getting ready to make some stops. So let's see what we can make it. What they can each make of that. Get excited here for the second quarter play.
And the Syosset Braves offense takes the field for their first drive of the second quarter. Let's see what Port Washington defense does.
Crowd is huge here at Whitney Field Pitt. Student Hill very excited here. Can't get a camera, unfortunately, for those who wanted it. So the Syosset, the snap, the give to the back. There was a fake. He makes his way down. Hold down at about the 40. A solid pickup there by Syosset. Bringing second down and a few.
Good run by the Syosset back on first down.
Being on that tackle for the Vikings.
Being on the tackle there, so he's had some pretty great plays today. Touchdown of his own early on the first offense possession. So here we go. It's another fake. Pulls his way through. Pulled down, and that's a first down for the Braves there. Microsoft on the tackle, making sure no other damage could be done there before the Braves can get more there. So a new first set of downs here for the Braves as they try to make their way down and try and get back into this ball game. For Washington, not looking too good right now on that first set of downs, but hopefully they can recoup and try to make a stop here before they get into enemy territory here.
Yeah, short second down gain by Syosset. Unfortunately for the Vikings defense, it will be a first down. A good job to limit the damage, though, and only hold them to that first down.
Here we go. Syosset's offense getting set up here. The give to the back. He sneaks through. Gets all the way through past that first down marker. It's pulled down at about their own 40, about their own 42. So great effort there by Syosset. For Washington in a very interesting position now as they can get scored on once again. So better watch out for Syosset here as they're coming down the field hot. It's been a great game so far. Let's see if Syosset can get back in it.
Yeah, 3 running plays to start off this drive for the Syosset offense. A lot of broken tackles there by their back. Gets them past midfield and a big first down.
Yeah, those just tuning in right now. 10 minutes to play in the second half. I'm Darren Rosenberg with Luke Zimbardi. First ever playoff game for Port Washington in the history of their conference. Here we go. The give to the back. Doesn't get through. Virtually no gain. I don't think any gain at all, actually.
A 4th run play in a row for the Syosset Braves. This time the Vikings defense was ready for it. And a short gain.
So good on them. 2nd and 9 looks like. Or 2nd and long, actually. They didn't call the game there. So just 9:30 to play here in this first half. Syosset's going to hop into a quick huddle. As Port's defense is ready to make a stop here. They are playing with some aggression here and been making a couple mistakes, but if they can get a put back into it, they can pull even farther.
Let's see if Syosset goes for a 5th running play in a row.
Receiver in action. Gives to the back. Good toss, and he's pulled down not until at about the 45-yard line. So no first down there, but a decent gain of about 6.
Yeah, good job by the Port defense running to the sideline on the pitch and containing the Syosset back. The Syosset back's a lot of action so far early on in this drive.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 here. So Syosset really needs to make a play here. They're going to be forced to turn over the football for Washington with a punt. See what they can make of it. This crucial 3rd down if they want to take back into this game, or they could suffer more Port Washington points on the board. So here we go. Quarterback Ethan Dizon, the senior, getting set up. It's another play on the ground to the back. He makes that up and does get the first down.
Yeah, one tackler
by him.
One tackler on the Vikings defense shaken off on the run, and it leads to a bigger gain and another first down.
Again, a great pickup there. He found that open pocket. It was green grass for a while. Had his head down. Got all the way through. Got that first down. That's just what matters right now. So the Braves keep staying in this, doing a great job here. keep themselves alive in this game, trying to dig back into this Port Washington lead.
Yeah, let's see if Port Washington defense can contain the Syosset run game.
So the Braves are going to be taking a timeout now to reassess what they need. We'll be back in just a sec after this timeout. So here comes the Syosset offense here, ready on their fresh set of downs, trying to get back into this Port Washington 1-touchdown lead. See if they can do that here on this next play. Quarterback Eden Dizon has been going on the ground right now so far, and it's been working to the running back.
Yeah, 8:39 left in the first half. Port Washington has a 14-7 lead, but the Syosset Braves are knocking on the door, looking to tie this game up.
So another give to the back. He tries to get through. A solid pickup, but not without a Port Washington tackle before any mess can get made.
Yep, a good run by Syosset on this first down. And we'll have a second down play now. Let's see what Syosset calls.
So yeah, James McCormack there on the tackle. Very good defensive player, making some great tackles this game for Port Washington. So now they're going to, Syosset's going to set up here, second and about 5.
Yeah, if another run comes from the Syosset offense, you have to think the Port Washington defense is ready for it. Let's see what they will do.
If I were Port Washington, I would be expecting a run because they've been going to that, and it has been working. So here we go. Syosset sets up here. Receiver in action. Again to the back. He spin moves and gets through a sea of blue shirts. So
Yeah.
Pretty strong guy here, getting through another good pickup. Celta on the tackle there, but it's going to be without a first down for Syosset. So good job on them getting it on the ground.
Yeah, Syosset backs a lot of reps on this drive, definitely. Haven't seen, I don't think, any pass plays from Syosset on this drive, and another good run by the backs, shaking off a few tackles and this time gaining a first down.
First and 10 from the 12.
So fresh set of downs here for Syosset. First and 10 here in enemy territory. They look like they're going to set up at about their Port Washington's 14-yard line. So a very dangerous spot for Port Washington. So the give to the back once again. We're usually going through this running back right now. It's been what's most effective for them. I think Port Washington's expecting it at this point. Not much of a pickup there at all. So second down for Syosset. Trying to get back into this lead. 6:47 to play. 14-7. Still Port Washington's leading.
Yeah, we are in the back half of this first half of the game. And another run play. This time a delay by the back, but he gets swallowed up by that Port defense. They're ready for it this time. Let's see what they can do on with this Syosset offense.
Port
does on the
defense
second
for
down.
having some pretty decent awareness here, but even better strength. So let's see if they can make a stop here. Gives to the back. Gets over some defenders and gets into the end zone for a touchdown. So they get back on the board and dig into this lead. Just down 1 now before this extra point. So touchdown by Syosset. Great effort by them. And that running back they keep going to. Sorry, I'm not super aware of his name right now, but
Yeah, tough run by the Syosset back and capped the drive off. A good drive by him and all of the other Syosset backs. Let's see if they can tie the game. 13-14 score, Port Washington leading.
So kicker senior Alexander Josephy is going to put up the kick, and it's good.
And that'll tie the game 14-14.
That looked like junior Ethan Reiser. My bad.
Now let's see with the tie game with 6:14 in the second quarter. Let's see if this Port offense can get something started and maybe break the tie before we go into halftime.
Syosset's going to kick off now to Washington. See if they can make it this. And it's been a heater of a game so far, 14-14. So anybody's ball game still. I still think Port Washington's got the upper hand here. They look like a more explosive team, but I wouldn't be surprised if Syosset had some explosive plays later on in this game. So anything can happen in this first home playoff game in Port Washington history.
Yeah, let's see if the Vikings can even get something started as early as receiving this kickoff. Let's see if they can get something going.
Yeah, they had a couple problems with punts and kickoffs earlier in this game. There's a block kick, obviously, that led to a touchdown for Syosset.
Syosset kicking special teams is taking the field, and Port Washington special teams ready to receive. Syosset kicker, after making 2 extra points in a row, tying this game at 14-14, will kick off to the Vikings.
Might be wrong, but it looks like number 38, junior Ethan Reiser. So here we go. Kick is up. Great kick. Gonna roll back out of bounds. So gonna put Vikings in a pretty decent field position. So good job on that. So whoever wins this game is gonna play either the winner of the Hempstead-Massapequa game, the 1 seed Massapequa versus the 8 seed Hempstead. Port Washington, of course, being the 4 seed, and Syosset being the 5 seed. And if they win that, they will go to the conference finals versus either Farmingdale, Freeport, Ocean Center, Plainview, just to give you a big picture there. And of course, that other side of the bracket would be in the final. Whoever won that one, look out for 1 seed William Floyd to make it all the way on the other side of the conference.
Yeah, Port Washington looking to win this game here to move on to those later games in this playoff run they're trying to make. And then ready to take the snap.
So give to Fox. He's getting through all the way to a little bit before the 30-yard line. So great pickup by Joe Fox there. It sets up second and a few. So good job by Joe Fox finding that open look and just getting right through.
Yeah, now the Vikings face a 2nd and 3. A good hesitation and then a cut by Fox will lead to a big gain of 7 on first down.
Here we go, setting up for 2nd down. The fake, the give to Gannon. Tries to get around, but no gain. He's pulled down by a white shirt there. So not a great look there, but what they can do, setting up for 3rd down. So this could be a quick 3 and out for Syosset. That's definitely what they want. See if Port Washington can change the momentum here and
3rd down and 6.
get a 1st down.
Yeah, Port Washington looking for a huge conversion here. Syosset looking to stop the conversion and end this drive and get ready to receive the punt and start on offense again.
Port Washington known this season for being very 50-50 on these big conversions. They've had some great conversions in the past. They've also just fallen short, as most tend to do in these big situations with a lot of pressure. Might be forced to kick the ball.
And just under 5 minutes left of the second quarter.
Yeah, game's all tied up here at Whitney Field. So here we go. Iden setting up. Fox behind him. Give to Fox. And he's pushed out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Fox on that carry.
So it is the 1st down for Port Washington. So great effort by him on that crucial conversion.
Yeah, good
They
job.
got what they needed there.
Good job by the Vikings offense to come back from that loss on the previous down to pick up the 1st here. Good run by Fox. Goes out of bounds after the 1st. Oh.
So it's actually wasn't the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 1. If I was Port Washington or any football team, I'd be going on this 4th and 1. It's not too hard to mess up on these kinds of conversions. Port Washington good at the 4th and 1. Not seen a lot of them this season, but those who have, they've been mostly successful. So I'm looking for a snap count. Needs to coordinate here with Coach Clogacy.
Get rid of any confusion that the Vikings offense has here on this 4th down play.
Timeout on the field. Timeout Vikings.
So Port Washington's going to call up timeout here, as they definitely need to do, as they have a big situation on their hands. The 4th and 1 here to stay alive in this 14-14 game. If not, they're going to be forced to suffer a turnover at their own 35. So watch out for that. We'll be right back. All right, so Port Washington getting set up here for this 4th and 1 conversion. Fox behind junior quarterback Aaron Hyndon here. Very crucial. 4 minute 30 remaining. Looking for their snap count, getting set up. Push inward, and they don't get it.
Wow, a 4th and short conversion is not made by Port
Officials
Washington.
say, one official says he does, the other two
They
say
will
they
converge
don't.
now at midfield.
So it is going to be a turnover here. So not a good look there by Port Washington. They do not get that 1 yard conversion here. So Syosset's going to have the ball here. Great position here. They can pull away from Port Washington on this next play, see what they can do.
Big stop for Syosset defense. Now their offense will start in really good field position. Let's see if Port Washington's defense can hold them with time running out with 4:34 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, but not a good look from Port Washington there. A little mistake there. I guess not enough power on that conversion there. Got to be a very scary place for this Port defense to be with incredible field position for this next offensive drive for Syosset. So watch out, as Syosset's offense is going to come out to the field in a couple seconds. Port Washington's defense already out here getting ready to make some stops here.
Yeah, the Port defense on the field. Syosset offense now running out onto the field. Let's see what the Syosset offense, led by their quarterback, Ethan Dizon, the senior. Let's see what they can do.
So quarterback Dizon getting set up here for a great start on an offensive possession. Usual give to the back. They get up a lot of room, trying to get pulled down by a bunch of blue shirts. Get triple team, quadruple team, 7 guys on him. He gets down to about the 10.
Yeah,
and he's getting ready to score a touchdown there. Almost looked like he had so much power left in him. A lot of adrenaline rushing through that back's vein back then.
Yeah, what a run by the Syosset offense and their running back, who's been getting a lot of the touches on offense. A big run will bring them inside the 10-yard line.
I wish we had his name, but I don't believe we do. I'm so sorry about that if anybody was wondering. But that back, they keep giving to him. I haven't seen really – has there been any passes through the air? So
not many.
Syosset, I don't think we saw many successful for that matter. So they keep giving it to him. They can pull away in this game and take the lead, which they haven't done yet.
Yeah, good field position. Now you can see this Syosset offense's momentum building. And let's see what they do here on first down.
So give to the back. Green grass as he gets in for a Syosset touchdown. Syosset gets up by 6 here and takes their first lead of the game versus Port Washington.
Yeah, a huge Syosset touchdown here with 3:49 left in this second quarter. They lead it now 20-14, and their extra point team coming out onto the field, looking to have the team lead by a touchdown.
Per usual, given to their all-star running back, getting in the end zone. He's been looked for about 90% of the play so far in this game. And with this extra point, which is up and good, they will be up 21-14. So a 7-point lead now for the Braves here as they take the first lead of the game with 3:50 remaining in the game in this first half. So for Washington getting ready to receive once again on this kickoff. So we'll see if they can make this up and try and get back into this game.
Yeah, big touchdown from Syosset. Let's see if this Port offense can battle back. There's 3:49 left. They're down a touchdown.
So yeah, Port Washington's receiving team gonna go out here with Jimmy Gannon obviously in the backfield, as we've seen multiple times throughout this game and throughout the season. The kicking team for Syosset coming out now soon.
Yeah, with 3:49 left, Port Washington offense looks to make probably what likely to be a final drive of this first half.
Yeah, so Port Washington gonna try and get back into this game with their next offensive possession, just down a touchdown now. So anything can happen as we're waiting for quarterback Harry Einen to get set and get onto the field in just a moment.
Yeah, Einen looking to try and tie this game up before this first half ends. We will see what he does here. The kickoff from Syosset.
Kickoff going deep once again. So some pretty intense kicks from the kicker. His foot's pretty automatic here as it's going deep every time for a touchback.
Yeah, big leg from the Syosset kicker.
So good field position for Port Washington once again. Let's see if they can get back into this game.
Yeah, the Syosset defense now on the field waiting for the Port Washington offense to line up against them. Port Washington offense trying to think of their play here, getting on the same page in a huddle.
They're, of course, talking it over with head coach Kevin Clogacy.
And now the offense runs onto the field.
Of course, they're joined by assistant coach Ryan Proper and Arnold Donato and Dan Gill. And, of course, big shout out to athletic director Nick Stratweiser for putting all this great stuff together. So here we go. Harry Einen getting ready to set up. Gives a fake to the back. He was looking for a Celta there, but he couldn't get to him. It was a very low and quick shotgun pass. Couldn't get there. I guess too much pressure, wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, slant over the middle by a Celta. A lower throw by Einen after the play action attempt. And we will have a second and long.
Yeah, Celta looking frustrated with that. He was ready. He wasn't. I guess it wasn't ready. Too much pressure for him as he's going to come out now for 44th Jonah Madboy, who has made some great plays in this past season, having some great tackles and some explosive plays on offense as well. So hopefully we get to see some of him during this game as well.
Yeah, second and long. Let's see if Port Washington can pick up a first down or even just to get to a manageable third down that they can convert on. Be huge for their offense.
So yeah, here we go. Second and long here for Port Washington as Harry Einen gets set up here. Gannon in play action. It's to Gannon. He's gone down. Saw a decent gain. Doesn't get anywhere actually. Pushed out of bounds. So a little bit of a gain for him. Not getting much off of it, but maybe pick up about 3 there. So anything is good here. So third down here for Washington. They really need to convert. Or my bad, second down for the Vikings. Or my bad, I was correct. Third down, they really need to convert here.
Third down.
They really need to convert here if they want to stay back into this. Again, very crucial on these conversions. They really need to make something happen. I would expect to go through the air for Felix.
Yeah, Vikings fans stomping.
So Einen, yes, going through the air, looking for Gannon. He drops the pass. It went in, just touched his fingers, but didn't get into his hands. So it's going to set 4th down. It's going to force Washington to punt.
An unfortunate 3 and out for this Vikings offense, and another good stop by the Syosset defense as they now look to return this punt attempt.
Yeah, incredible stop by Syosset as it's getting colder and darker out here. The field is getting pretty icy looking. Turf looking turf got hints of white in it. If you can see that on the camera, I think it's picking it up. So here we go. The punt team is coming out here. A very short punt here for Syosset. So that's going to be great field position for them. As Port stops it at their own 30, 35. So Syosset already going to start in enemy territory. So very dangerous for them. So yeah, Syosset's offense coming back out once again with great field position after a 3-and-out stop by Port Washington. Not a great kick there. So Port Washington is in very, very scary position. Syosset can pull away with a second touchdown to bring this lead even further.
Yeah, let's see what the Syosset offense does here. If it's another run, let's see if the defense is ready for it. It is another run to the outside. The running back makes a cut to the middle and will pick up a big first down.
So yeah, that running back they keep getting to, again, he's been put to every time given the ball. Sorry for difficulties. We don't have his name as of right now. That's my bad. However, that's a big gain for Syosset. Gonna set a first down immediately. Looking very scared for Port Washington. They're getting into the red zone very quickly and very fast.
It's like a flag on the play.
Yeah, just gonna take a second to reassess that. So it's gonna go on Syosset there. So dumb mistake by Syosset. Gonna move them back a little bit.
Yeah,
race
the big play.
Them. Gonna still be first down.
First down erases the big play, though. There's 3:22 left in the first half. And Syosset is up 21-14. Port Washington defense on the field. Looking now after the backed up field position by Syosset. See if they can get a stop. It's first and long, first and 19. Syosset offense looks to make it more manageable.
So Syosset getting moved back about 10. So they're going to set up here with a first and 20. So a lot to go here to give to that back that they keep going to. And it takes a lot of blue shirts to pull him down, but I think Port Washington's figuring out that they really need to double cover him as much as possible because they're going to keep going to him on the ground. Haven't seen that many plays through the air, hardly any at all, maybe one or two so far.
Yeah, not in the last few drives. Really good running back for Syosset. And now it is second and more manageable after the pickup of 8 on first down. Port Washington looks to get a second down stop and make it a long third down attempt.
Yeah, clock is running. 2:30 remaining. It's going through the air to that same back. So they do get through the air, but they do not make it anywhere, though. Third down, good stop. They're not even at their original marker. So Port Washington making some good plays here and getting this, hopefully trying to get the stop now with a third down, a crucial conversion with 10 and more here. So
yeah, one of the first few plays we've seen through the air, one of the first, at least in the last few drives. Quarterback drops back, throws to the running back, but swallowed up by blue shirts as Port Washington defense for a stop and a loss.
Maybe it's good that they were not doing it through the air. I'm just going to make a comment. That quarterback's form throwing is a little questionable.
Yeah.
But it is a fake. He's going to look through the air, going deep for the receiver. Number 11 is caught. He's pulled down, but not until he got into the end zone for a touchdown for Syosset. So Syosset pulls away even farther. Their second touchdown to get away from Port Washington here. Fourth of the game.
Wow, big strike down the middle of the field.
14.
Big strike down the middle of the field for the Syosset offense, and now they will take a 2-touchdown lead. They are up 27-14. Only 1:36 left to play in this first half. Let's see if the Port Washington offense can come out onto the field and score.
Yeah, one of the few times that they've resorted to go through the air. My bad for making a bad comment on that quarterback. His form looked great. He found the receiver real nicely there, number 11, and got to him. Ryan Rosenfeld, the senior wide receiver. So that point is up and good. So it's going to be a 14-point lead for the Braves here, as Port Washington's in a very scary spot. We still have a little bit over 2 quarters left to play. Yeah, Syosset's kicking unit coming back out once again here. They take a 14-point lead. Or I guess thrown off here, so they really got to get back into this game. Go one play at a time here. 136 remaining though in the half, and they still have a full second half of play. So they just really need to make some stops and get downfield and try and get back into this. Don't want to go out here early in this first game of the playoffs.
28-14, Syosset has the lead. Port Washington looking to make it more manageable and start a little closer when we start the second half. The kick is up.
So some incredible deep kicks here by Syosset as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, another
zone for a
touchback.
touchback. So some pretty explosive stuff. So Port Washington from their own 20 will start with the ball.
Port Washington offense takes the field again, looking to score like they did in their earlier drives.
Yeah, it's getting real cold, real dark out here in Whitney Field Pit. Port Washington trying to dig back into this game, their first ever home playoff game. Don't want to go out early in this playoffs. That's just starting now. Just about 136 remaining in this first half of play. Still 2 whole quarters remaining though to dig back into this. As junior quarterback Harry Iman and star receivers Jimmy Gannon. Jimmy Gannon will be lined up on the receiver slot. Ted Bean also here with Levi Felix as Port Washington gets set up. Joe Fox behind him. So the fake to Fox, he scrambles. Gets pulled down, but a decent gain there. He gets pulled down about the 25.
Yeah, good designed run on first down by Einen for a good pickup on first. And a second and short, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, clock winding down, about 120 remaining, so they got to go quick if they want to make it, get a touchdown before this half is over. Here we go. Einen getting ready to set up once again. Gonna look through the air, and it's dropped. He was looking for Felix, just not his night, I guess, so far. A lot of receiving plays have been dropped. Felix, Gannon, a couple guys have not seen the ball and just hasn't gotten to their hands. I don't know if it's the weather or whatever, but not their usual selves right now. They really got to get back into this third down.
Einen and Felix connection hasn't happened too much so far this game. They could pick it up here. 1:06 left in the first half.
They're usually so strong. They have been all year. And so they're going to give it to Fox. He gets that open lane. Gets pulled down at about the 35. So that's a first down for Port Washington.
Fox with the big 8-yard gain. A good cut at the line of scrimmage. And runs up the field for a gain of 8 and a pickup of a first down.
Only 59 and 7 tenths of a second remaining. And that's winding down right now. So here we go. Einen looking. It's Gannon. He finds that open lane. Not before getting pulled down by some white shirts here. But just before the 40-yard line. So good job by him. Clock is winding down and now has stopped at 46 seconds.
42.6 left in the 42.6 left in the first half here, and Port Washington offense starting to string something together. A good completion last drive. We'll see what they can do here. 2nd and 7.
So here we go. Port Washington getting back onto the field, led by junior quarterback Harry Einen, ready to make something happen. 42 remaining here as he gets ready for this offensive snap. He's going to look through the air. Pass was tipped, and it was looking for Felix, but couldn't get to him. Tipped by the defender, so great effort there. Clock stopping with 39 remaining.
Another tip pass at the line of scrimmage by the Syosset defensive line. Port Washington has to get something going here with 39 seconds left. They're down 28-14.
Yeah, here we go. Just having a quick word. Some substitutions. Jonah Nadboy coming in. So here we go. 39 remaining. Einen's going to probably look through the air for these last few plays. Third down, they really need.
Port Washington ready on the line. So
Gannon on the edge here. Give it to Fox. He gets through the defenders. Pulled down, but there's a first down there. 34 remaining. Clock is stopped.
They get run up the middle by Fox.
So great job there by Fox. He got past that defender. He was trying to pull him down. Got his head down. Green grass for him as he gets the first down. Clock is running, though. 30 seconds remaining. Einen through the air. Felix caught. Pushed out of bounds. Clock is stopped. 26 remaining.
A good play by the Vikings offense. Einen to get the ball to Felix on the sideline, who then goes out of bounds for a good pickup and a first down. 26 seconds left. Vikings down 2 touchdowns, looking to get something going here and looks to score.
Yeah, Vikings making their way downfield pretty quickly now. They really got to do this here. 26.7 remaining here for Port Washington. As Harry Einen gets set, Joe Fox behind him, who's made some great plays so far in this drive. He's going to look through the air, going deep, looking for Felix. Pass looks like it's about to be picked off. And they're going to say interception.
So
interception by Syosset. So there's going to be no score for Port Washington there as they stay down 2 touchdowns with 20 seconds remaining. Port's bench is stunned here as we get ready for Syosset's next possession. They will start the second half with the ball. My bad. I'm not so sure about that yet.
Yeah, Syosset defense with a big interception. They will just run out the clock now and put an end to this first half. Port Washington down 28-14. Their defense looks to get a stop.
Yeah, so South is going to get the ball with 20 seconds remaining at their own 15, so not likely. They're going to give it to that back again. 18 remaining. If the clock is winding down, he's trying to find that open look. He does get through. Looks like a first down for Syosset, but clock is at 13 seconds. Doesn't look like they'll be able to get a score up. See if they can, though. Might have to. They're definitely going to have to look through the air. They did, though, on their last possession when they had to convert. Had a clutch throw through the air to the receiver. So 7 seconds on the clock now. Syosset trying to get on the board again. Timeout called, I believe, by Port Washington.
Yeah, both teams talking it over on their sidelines. Another run play by the Syosset offense. You have to think now they will just run out the rest of the 7 seconds on the clock, and we will go to halftime.
Port Washington trying not to get out quick early in this playoff matchup. We still have second half remaining, so we'll get back to you after the timeout. Great tackle by Port Washington. Clock's winding out here. So Port Washington down by 2 touchdowns here at the end of the second half. So at the end of the first half, so not a great look. They got to come back out with some real intensity here. They got to make some stops, get some offensive plays if they want to not get out of this playoffs early in their first ever home playoff game. So watch out for that. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Stay tuned for some of the halftime show stuff, including the field goal challenge. So stay tuned.
Let's hear it for the varsity cheerleaders. Next up, the Fortettes. Great job, cheerleaders. Your Fortettes. Fans, we invite you to visit the Viking Sports Foundation at the entrance to the field. Formerly known as the Athletic Association of Fort Washington, Viking Sports Foundation is a non-profit charitable organization. The mission is to provide non-budget financial and other support for athletic programs in the Fort Washington community. And on over to the entrance of the field and support the Viking Sports Foundation. Refreshments are also for sale at the entrance to the field. Head on up and enjoy some refreshments. We got Jordan Goldberg up, attempting the halftime kick. Good luck to Jordan. Jordan measures. Jordan takes off the shirt. And the kick is... The kick is up, and it is good. Excellent job. Jordan Goldberg. Folks, we invite you to head on up to the edge of the field. The cheer team is selling some treats. And
All right, Port Washington coming back out onto the field now as halftime. The clock is going to expire, and we're getting ready for the second half. They're getting out here hype. Down 2 touchdowns. They're going to try and dig back into this game. If you're just tuning in, I'm Jenna Rosenberg here with Luke Zimbardi here for Port Washington's first ever home playoff game since the conception of the conference that they play in Division 1 of Nassau County, North Hempstead. So they're getting ready, circling up here. They're getting real hype for this second half. Just down 14 here. It's almost time to play. Luke? Any thoughts?
I think the Port Washington offense has to come out strong in this second half if they want to gain momentum and if they want to get close in this game and maybe even win it.
I agree. I think, though, it's going to be more about the stops because Syosset has been super explosive this first half. If they can just keep Syosset off the offensive side of the ball, then they should have an easier path to victory. But no win is free. Obviously, they really got to come back into this game, make some stops if they want to win. And we have seen it before. It has happened before. So just good luck to them, and let's see what they can do.
Yeah, we need good run. We need to see good run defense from the Vikings defense.